At this time, it's time for me to give my farewell speech. Many challenging things have happened this year, and as I stood here a year ago, I was very optimistic about the direction of the league. I was encouraged that we were planning a meeting to educate the banking community in Charlotte about compliance under the CFPB and TCPA. We had visions of going to Washington, D.C., to hit the Hill with critical issues and to reach out to trade associations and embassies, to let them know how our members could assist them with legal matters that we all handle. These were positive things, all in line with our strategic plan. In spite of all the negativity surrounding these programs, we were able to successfully hold these events, which drew extremely high remarks from all of those who attended. While I am still very optimistic about the league and it is on the right track, I am mostly disappointed in the complacency of many of our members who either will not willingly or don't want to try new things. Stripped down, the CLLA is an organization built to provide its members education and business opportunities. Through our strategic plan, however, we are now committed to providing education and business opportunities to the credit, collection, and business communities. We can't continue to only look inward. We must draw from new resources. For those of you who have not noticed, the collection industry is down and has been tumbling for almost a decade. According to the CCAA's latest published report, the number of claims placed with its members in 2013 fell 32% compared to claims placed in 2006 and nearly 6% from the third quarter of 2013 to the fourth quarter of 2013. Many of you have expressed concerns about the dissolution of the Commercial Collection Agency Association, the League Certified Agency section. This action is merely a pre-designed step in the process of our adopted strategic plan. This should have come as no surprise to anyone and is something the agencies are in agreement with. It does not mean that the agencies will not be coming to league meetings. The dissolution of the section and formation of a new agency entity allows the agencies to maintain their membership in the league while forming their own autonomous organization in conjunction with the CLLA, similar to the relationship the Association of Law List Publishers holds with the league. While the law lists are a separate entity and do not have their own section within the league, no one questions their commitment and loyalty to the Commercial Law League of America. The vision of the CCA forming its own entity was to mirror the CLA's relationship with the law list. While this year has been challenging, it has also been gratifying. Gratifying to know that we have accomplished many things. By virtue of our meeting in Washington, D.C., I know that we had made inroads and impression on several embassies who want to help their citizens find and use commercial law league attorneys and agencies. We will continue to mature those relationships. I know that we have made and will continue to make an impression on members of Congress who are interested in the legislative issues that the Commercial Law League has been championing. I know that implementation of Tony's budgeting system has resulted in and will continue to result in profitable meetings. I know that the CFPB forum that I have established will be successful and prove to be a valuable resource and contributor to standardization in the collection industry. Such was exhibited by the large turnout and positive meeting that the committee had yesterday. I know that the hard work and commitment of our volunteers has and will continue to result in successful meetings, programming, and quality education. Now, I have tried to be transparent as possible with the membership. I cannot personally call each and every one of you to bring you up to speed on everything that's happening. I can and do, however, write articles in the CLW and Connections, and I have bi-monthly calls with the past presidents and the regions, sections, and and committee leaders. The information conveyed through these media is meant to keep the membership informed. It is the region, section, and committee leaders' responsibility to participate in these calls and to convey the information that they have learned on these bi-monthly calls to their constituent members. As members of the League, it is incumbent upon you to read the articles and make sure that you are receiving the information from your region, section, and committee leaders. It is also important for you to send a message through your region, committee, and section leaders or directly to the Board of Governors if you have issues. There are a number of people that I need to thank for helping me through this challenging year. First, I want to thank Ivan Reich for being a good friend and his support during this year. Ivan has exhibited great leadership and decisiveness with tasks that I have assigned to him this year. Although Ivan and I have been good friends for more than 23 or 24 years, I feel that our relationship has become even closer by working together with Ivan for the last 2.5 years. And thank you, Ivan, for your great leadership. Bo Hayes is also a good friend of mine and has always been there to listen to my concerns and ideas. I truly value Bo's counsel and appreciate the times that he has reassured me that I was doing the right thing and steered me back on a path when I had drifted away. You know, my wife, Lisa, now refers to Tony as my other wife. Just a reference. As many of you know, Lisa has been working in my office as my head collector for more than 17 years. Her desk is spitting distance from my office, and she often is subject to my numerous conversations with Tony. On average, Tony and I probably speak about twice a day. The calls generally last about 45 minutes and oftentimes run more than an hour. Tony has known to learn my passion, loyalty, and dedication for this league, and I have come to learn of his. As was the case with Tony's predecessors following Max Moses, Tony at times has become frustrated with the infighting and political agendas that cause this league to stagnate and oftentimes move backwards. Tony is about as thick-skinned as anyone I know, but I know his job is wearing on him. Tony sees the passion in people like Ivan, Barry, Peter Califano, myself, and others that rejuvenate his desire to continue to make the league a better place for all of us. I want to thank Tony for being a friend, a person who I can confidently confide in, and who is not afraid to tell me or anyone if we have lost focus and need to get back on track. His meeting planning is direct and focused on the bottom line, while not compromising the quality and value of the meeting. He has reinstalled the confidence of his staff, who at the time that Tony was hired were confused about their roles and from what direction they should be taking orders. I believe the office is now a much happier place to work. All you have to do is call the office and to listen to how cheerful Josh is when he answers the phone. It's disgusting. I also want to thank the staff, Josh, Aaron, Megan, and everyone from TSO for all of their hard work and dedication to the league. Barry Gamis has been a friend of mine for a long time. The few of you who may not know Barry that well, I can tell you that he is one of the most generous people that I know. He rarely thinks of himself first. Several months ago, when Barry committed to running for president-elect, we began to include him on our weekly leadership calls. On these calls, Barry exhibited the great leadership qualities that we all knew he had. Barry is passionate about the league. Barry prefers to listen to all of the arguments before speaking out. When he does state his position, it is clear and decisive. No beating around the bush with Barry. Barry has a great knack for analyzing and making sense of the arguments and pointing out their flaws. While I know Barry was planning on looking forward to taking on his presidency the next year, due to the unfortunate circumstances with Fred Weinberg's sudden and unexpected illness, Barry unselfishly pushed aside whatever personal commitments he had to step up and fill any void left by Fred's inability to perform his duties. I am confident that Barry will be a fantastic president, and I am committed to help him continue the progress of the plan, implementation of business opportunities that were identified by Fred Weinberg, and whatever Barry needs in order to accomplish his agenda. So in closing, my wish for the League is for everyone to please stay positive. Let's continue to work towards agreeing on all the things that we can agree on and move forward. Thank you.